I tried to leave this world 10 times. When life kind of narrows down to the end of the funnel, you finally be able to, to see things that have always been around you, but you never really looked at and appreciated. I moved up here to pastor a church in Brownsville, and it's amazing how the good Lord opened up so many closed doors during that 15-year period by being able to help other people later in life.
We met in 2004. He was the hospice chaplain, and I got the job as the volunteer coordinator. He flirted with me for 2 years, and I didn't have a clue. Everybody else knew everybody but me. Because we married later in life, we're blessed. We each have the same goal, to make that other person happy.
We sort of operate on a same plane, and our life philosophy is very similar. We think alike about the grandkids, no question about that. They're number one.
We both had very great experiences with grandparents, so we decided, why can't we create those same kinds of memories for these grandchildren?
Camp Zog is 20 acres, which Kathy and I have tried to embroider with as much love and affection and care as we possibly can to share with the most important people in our lives, and that's our family and particularly our grandchildren.
We call it Camp Zog. Me, my brother, all the kids, we feel like we're at like a summer camp. So now there's even signs everywhere saying, "Welcome to Camp Zog." It's just great. I love the whole concept of it.
My father, a man that has had many, many lives, he was defined by the Marine Corps, and when I was 5, 6 years old, he kind of reinvented himself. He ran a ranch in Ojai, California. Living on the ranch was incredible. He's really kind of taken the ranch in Ojai and has moved the highlight elements of that to Camp Zog. All of that is very much what I had growing up. He was a fantastic father, and a lot of what I know today is, from him. I got a call late afternoon from Kathy saying that your dad, has had a heart attack and he's been life-flighted to Enloe. She had told me that they didn't know if he was going to make it. You go into this shock of my life with my father kind of passing before me. I just jumped on a plane, and that was an extremely emotional ride.
The first time I saw Glenn in the examining room, he was propped up. He mouthed to me, "I'm sorry, babe." I lost it, of course. When Dr. Magnuson said that Glenn's condition was grave, I thought I may never see him again.
Glenn's a pretty special patient. He's a Presbyterian minister, former Marine, who had not had any sign of heart disease until the day his chest pain started. And our flight care brought him to our cath lab as we were doing the procedure. There were just fleeting glances among us that we might lose this fellow. He was remarkable. He did not lose consciousness until we gave him the shock. So he went through a very, very traumatic time with that.
I remember somebody touching me on the shoulder, and he said, "Stay with us, Glenn." After about the fourth hit, there was this really deep, peaceful feeling that settled in on me. I remember saying to myself, "Oh, just let me go. I want to go where this peaceful feeling is." And you're laying there, and you hear Dr. Magnuson say, "Prepare 10 cc's. You hear another voice say, "Preparing 10 cc's. And then a third voice says, "Administering 10 cc's. It was just boom, boom, boom. They were so interconnected. They were all professionals, so they all knew exactly what their job was, and they knew who was in charge. I was a platoon sergeant in Vietnam. In a tight, life-threatening situation, you need that kind of teamwork in order to be able to function properly. I never had any doubts in terms of I was where I should be.
Without Enlo, I would probably be living by myself someplace. It's just a stellar medical facility. It really is. They draw from such a huge area, and there are a lot of aging farmers, and even the urban areas are growing. It comforts me a great deal to know that they are expanding and making that effort. Glenn and I've always said our future is now. Today's our future, and so every day is our best day.
I'm at my happiest when the grandkids show up. That's happiness to me. And I credit Enlo Medical Center with giving me the opportunity to experience those moments, and they saved my life.